I got this hat. It's called Old Spicy, and I don't have it with me, but I do have Old Spice with me. So, I just want to see if, Old Spicy, well, it's just that they had number 33 on it. The hat, and this one doesn't. But this one does, and, whatever information that the hat used to give me was, because numerology 33 is, an important number. Anyways, there's no one coming. Everybody wants to know, like, is someone coming? And the answer is no. Because everybody wanted to know, what was going to happen. And, it's just taken a long time for me to go through the words, the vocabulary that Darius Marius uses is different than the other 5 million other names. Humans use unique vocabulary. Each individual person does. And you have people that, English is a second language, or, everyone knows that English in England is different than England. Because even within England, there's so many different dialects. And the words are different. And in scientific specialties, different wording. I mean, the classic thing for me was calculus. Calculus was invented at the same time in two different places. Sir Isaac Newton in England and the German guy, Leibniz. And the way they wrote down calculus, the notation, the way they wrote it down was different. And if you learn it one way, then the other way doesn't make any sense until someone really explains it to you. And that's what happened to me out of high school. We learned it in one fashion, a way of writing it down. In 13th grade in Ontario High School. And then when I went to McMaster University, they were using the other notation, and it appeared that the other high schools must have been using that notation that I wasn't taught. So I had both hands tied behind my back trying to understand the next level of calculus that I had to take. And, the guy that was teaching it, he, wrote the textbook, and he was brilliant, but, he was a bit of a snob. He wasn't too much interested in us helping us learn. Either you got it or you didn't. Either you were smart or you weren't. I wasn't stupid, but, I had to apply myself when it came to those kind of things. And, a whole year of more than that, because there was more than one high school year with calculus. Just totally unprepared. Anyway, I dropped the course, and I took another one later on. It was a much better professor, much smaller classroom, and the professor wouldn't move on until everybody really understood. So, So, anyways, we were talking about calculus, having Leibniz and Newton discovering it at the same time. So it's just that, I guess this whole idea is vocabulary and the way things are written down. Because when you read a lot of different people, they could be talking about the same thing, or maybe they're talking about something that's different that you made a mistake and you thought it was the same thing. Or you made a mistake and this was talking about something you already knew about, but you thought it was a brand new thing because they use different words. And so you're always looking back, at least I do, to see, is this word this author was using the same as this word that this other author was using? Is that the same thing or not? It makes things a lot simpler if you know. Because that's how you put more and more information into the right bins in your mind. You don't put the wrong thing in the wrong, but you put new stuff in. And sometimes later on, I don't know, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Sometimes later on, you'll get some information about, all this stuff here that I didn't know is somehow related to everything else. Yeah. So what have I learned today? Well, nothing in particular. But somebody wants to tell you about Black-Scholes. Black-Scholes is used in finance to do with option pricing models. But even though it's being used in finance and economics, it came out of physical sciences, something to do maybe with Newton's law of cooling. But Black-Scholes came from a different branch of human knowledge, and then somebody smart somehow figured out that you could be used. Does it actually work? Well, it's just book learning. I mean, I don't know. Does it actually work, Black-Scholes, or not? It was just book learning, and the finance textbook is the most horrible textbook I ever read. Most horrible, horrible, horrible. It just, I don't know. Unbelievably dry and uninteresting. I know it makes you money, but I don't know a lot of this stuff because all that stuff they teach you, you don't actually ever do that math, do you? If it's being used, it's been programmed by a smart computer science person. I don't know, 35, 50 years before it was ever freely available for you. You have to know it for the test, but you're never going to actually use it. Well, unless I don't know. I mean, if you were super advanced and you could get all the algorithms, you could do your own investment. Maybe there's a prepackaged software with Black-Scholes on it. But it's just that the supercomputers are owned by, the 1%. That level of technology. They put it on 60 Minutes and they showed you that, the supercomputers owned by the 1% are going to make the money. And you going to the guy, at Edward Jones or whatever it is, you don't have a chance. Unless the whole market's going up back and forth. They used to say in finance that for a portfolio, if you had 12 stocks, diversified areas, but 12 stocks is enough to buy the market. So I always wonder, if that's the case, why does the Canada Pension Plan need so many experts to do all these portfolios? Humans. You don't need that. All you need is one guy to pick. 12 stocks here, 12 stocks there, 12 stocks here. Was it 12 or 25 stocks? Whatever it is, 25 stocks. 25 stocks and put them there. You bought the market. So, once you've got that, then according to, financial theory, that's all you need. You don't need a stockbroker. You don't need a mutual fund. That's all you need to buy that. I don't know. I didn't have enough money to, throw money in the stock market to make it pay out because I needed the money for other things. I didn't have whole piles and piles of money. But if you're the Canada Pension Plan, if you go on their website and see the number of high-paid fuckfaces, the every last one of them does jack fucking squat and makes I don't know, $1 million, $2 million a year right out of the Canadian taxpayer because it's mandatory. You don't need that many people. You don't. And they're all some political appointees making money hand over fist at, the expense of all of the Canadian people in the pension plan. Do you think they're smart, these people? They're connected. Yes. They're connected. Yes. They're connected to get the gravy train from the Canadian government. Yes. So whoever they are, they're fucking corrupt. They're fucking corrupt. I can't help you out. You got those jobs, you're corrupt. I don't know, all of the big names of all the big mutual funds everywhere, bank sponsored. Are they all corrupt? They gotta be. Because they're paid so much and they do jack fucking squat. Seriously. Are they any different than a day trader? No. So, why pay them so much? Because it's corrupt. Anyways, there's just so much corruption, and we're getting rid of everything to do with all that, anyways, because we're going to the gift economy, and it'll be done differently. For those of you who are going to the fifth dimension or higher, because we learned today from vocabulary lessons that the fifth dimension isn't like the be all and end all, according to this particular guy who seemed quite knowledgeable. He said you can go up like 8th, 9th, 10th. Higher, the higher you go, the more real he said it is. He said third dimensional reality is very illusionary. But the more real, he said, the more you go up in these dimensions, the more you get into what he called spirit realm, where things are real. He said the fourth dimension was all imagination. He said that this realm here, Earth, is an astral world. And that there's many different, I don't know. I mean, there's many, I can't help you out. There are too many people watching me telling me I can't say this and I can't say that. They're telling me I can't say this and I can't say, because I'm being totally on the go. This is what it's like for me when I'm electronically harassed. On the go. I've got people telling me I can't say this and I can't say that. Who the fuck are these people telling me what I can and can't tell you? They're fat controllers. They're evil fucking shit people. They're shitty fucking people, and they're blocking me from telling you my story. And they're giving me mind wipes along the way. This is what it's like. This is what's going on planet Earth. There is a vast amount of evil fucking people on this planet that are going straight to hell, right into the lake of fire. That's what happens to everybody who's mean. Well, there's all kinds of other places that we learned. Anyways, that's what it's like for me. When I want to tell you a story and just make it a simple story, and I got some fuckface that's blocking my getting the words out because he's telling me you can't say that because it was more than one person that told you this thing here, and it's blocking my ability to get the actual accurate information at the same time. Because this is the way it is when you've got demonic people that are totally fucking insane. Totally insane. I gotta say everything absolutely perfect according to their fucking worldview. They're fucking on crank. That's what they are. Speed and math. That's what these people do all the time. They're insane. I can't help you out. And they're hooked up electronically to me. And I can't get rid of them. Anyways, I was talking about different kinds of words and different kinds of vocabulary. And linking up different ideas from different schools of thought. So you'll have to watch because I've been so fucked over on this video that I can't go any further other than give you those ideas. So maybe you will review some of the other ideas about different things and see if you can get some of the ideas from one area of human thought and put them into other areas and see if, you can find some gold nuggets and something somewhere that you can put somewhere else and, get something bonus for you.